unveiling the world's most exclusive supercars, inside the secret lives of luxury automakers. Late in the summer, car aficionados flocked to Monterey, Detroit, and most recently Oxford, England, for an annual event that involved admiring and frequently bidding for expensive and rare automobiles. Following a worldwide halt caused by the COVID-19 epidemic the previous year, outdoor luxury automotive events dominated in 2021. More than simply swooping coupes and bright hypercars were on display during the events, which also featured the Goodwood Festival Speed in July, the Monterey Car Week and Woodward Dream Cruise displays in August, and the Salon Prive, which ended on Sunday. The crowds, which grew despite the Delta variation, and their response to the luxurious vehicles that were parked across each event's grounds revealed an uncontrollable fever for super luxury automobiles from the past as well as the future. There was a pent-up demand for a live auction, said Angus Dickman, an auction specialist at Gooding & Amp Company. The live sales attracted a lot of interest from us. The economy is thriving. People cheered for arbitrary autos. Both newcomers and established manufacturers felt a sense of urgency to convince customers that their newest automobiles reflect the future in this real-world scenario. For luxury manufacturers to showcase the designs of their upcoming vehicles, the August Monterey stop is still crucial. Along with established automakers like Bentley, Bugatti, and Mercedes-Benz, newcomers Rimac and Lucid Group invested in a Monterey presence. The gorgeous designs, which are intended to attract new buyers, are what connect old and modern cars. Before production even began on the new editions of production automobiles, collectors started placing orders for them, all the while fleets were limited and microchips were scarce. They socialized with senior managers from the brands. At least a dozen top executives were observed in Pebble Beach, including Jim Farley, CEO of Ford Motor Company, Dimitris Salakis, president of Mercedes-Benz in the United States, Tobias Mowers, CEO of Aston Martin, and Maurizio Reggiani, CTO of Lamborghini. From the big stand Aston built overlooking the historic car show, Mowers declared that it was the place to be for its luxury automobile industry. Here, we encounter brand new clients that we have never met before. With Formula One, the brand represents more than ever before. The Aston Martin Formula One car took center stage with the Valkyrie and Valhalla, representing the futuristic Astons that were on show. It is a statement, according to Mowers. Everyone believed that the company was finished last year, but Lawrence Stroll intervened and invested a significant amount of money in it. We are back and ready to interact with clients with greater strength than before. He hired new department heads from Bentley, Ford, and Porsche while most of the UK was shut down. It was Mowers' first time meeting his North American staff, dealers, and customers as a newly appointed CEO who assumed leadership during the pandemic. Mowers, a former employee of Mercedes-AMG, presents as a self-assured CEO who thinks his knowledge of electrification provides him an advantage. Aston is a super luxury company. They were well known for their exquisite automobiles. There is no longer any compromising with the new technology that is accessible, he stated. While winning over the Pebble Beach crowd is important, he is equally concerned with growing Aston's business in China and finding ways to apply Mercedes engineering to a wider range of Aston products. You deal with a younger customer base in China than you do in North America. You have the ages of 18 to 30, followed by the 60s and above, with no in between at the moment. China moves at an incredible pace. China and Asia will be in the lead when it comes to the expansion of the global wealth pocket. The future for Aston entails electrification, re-evaluating the driving experience, and abandoning earlier ambitions to include Mercedes-Benz technologies from the previous generation into the vehicle. We made the decision not to employ Mercedes Infotainment System or HMI. The HMI of the future has to be a little more interesting. He claimed they are developing a new infotainment system with ART, an Italian supplier who has worked with Apple and Lamborghini, rather than integrating Mercedes MBUX infotainment. We design the environment around us, within our ecology. As it transitions to electrification, Aston Martin will leverage Mercedes V8 engine technology to increase efficiency and fulfill industry standards. Power, zeal, and technology. At Pebble Beach, Officials from auto companies discussed the need to switch to a new method of propulsion to meet compliance criteria while retaining customers' passion for automobiles and luring in new ones with cutting-edge in-car experiences. Nobody can succeed on their own. To supply engines and electronic platforms, which depend on a competitive skill pool to build, small, bespoke ultra-luxury manufacturers depend on the investments of larger automakers or parent corporations. Then, these little luxury brands must exert more effort to stand out from the big businesses. According to Lamborghini's CTO Reggiani, one of the most significant and expensive developments for the past year and for the future is what is called the electronic platform. Nobody can see or touch the electronic platform, and no one can touch it either. It serves as the vehicle's true nervous system. We try to draw on this from the group. This enables us to employ systems or components that are impossible to recognize with the greatest amount of carryover. As a subsidiary of the Volkswagen Group, which also includes Bugatti, Bentley, Audi, and Porsche, Lamborghini is one of the company's main rivals. "We aim to be different, but we take what the group has to give," he said. He claimed that because consumers like the Alexa integration, Lamborghini was the first automobile manufacturer to get into collaborating with Amazon.com Alexa. This fostered future-oriented thinking. The voice recognition filter is made using sound, not text. Think about a time in the future when you are having problems, a lamp turns on, and you ask Alexa to tell you what to do. "I must stop the vehicle and make a service assistant call." You build artificial intelligence, claims Reggiani. He claimed that data gathering is being done to develop new applications for voice and sound design. However, pricey technology must be displayed in attractive designs that can't look too antiquated for the discriminating Lamborghini buyer. According to Reggiani, design is the first reason to buy a Lamborghini. Design nowadays is pure design, not as in the past. Engineering and aesthetics are being integrated into the design in more and more instances. Every single part of the car must operate properly. Cooling meets aerodynamics. Now that FEVs are here, cooling will become progressively more difficult. Econ design in contemporary times. The classic cars on display during Monterey Car Week served as a reminder that weight distribution and aerodynamics have always dictated car design principles and advanced automotive technology, especially for vehicles utilized in motorsports. However, in the present era, technology and design mean speed, electrification, ADAS, and connectivity contained in a system that is elegant and timeless. To guarantee emotion is one of the most important points, and this is a requirement, stated Reggiani. Designing the future requires explaining where everything is headed. To stay up with the pace in a world that is changing quickly, premium cars have their job cut out for them. It's a difficult task. Tesla, the automaker that wasn't there, timed its statements about artificial intelligence to coincide with the week and is still the one that everyone wants to electrify. Driving meticulously maintained, scarcely available antique vehicles in Monterey that are worth millions of dollars may be an addictive hobby. I took a test drive in a 1957 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, a gorgeous manual transmission roadster, along the Pacific Coast Highway. This experience gave me a little window into this revered world, where the cost of entry is prohibitive, particularly during a pandemic. This weekend Salon Prive, Goodwood, and Woodward were all as appealing. The upscale outdoor events are now in the rearview mirror, and the automotive industry has temporarily turned its attention to events that are primarily concerned with the future of transportation. As manufacturers aim to reinvent the stale car shows of the past, the IAA Mobility Show, which began this week in Munich, has so far included a more interactive and hands-on experience. One thing that money can't foresee is the pace of change, as evidenced by the variety of electric models and ideas on display. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.